Wake up with the sunshine glow. Besties chat in stereo. Life is
Hello, welcome to Socially Unsocial.
I'm Patty.
And I'm Danielle.
And we are your hosts.
Happy almost New Year's.
Happy almost New Year's. Are we on the eve of the eve again?
Again.
Look at us.
12/30/2024.
Happy birthday, Danielle.
Oh.
How is your life this weekend?
I am 43. And I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
Yes, you should be more than okay.
Yeah, I have energy. I'm alive. I'm healthy.
Yes.
All the things. So that was my high. I think birthdays put a lot of pressure on you too, especially when you're getting older. Age is just a number. And sometimes I feel like I'm 60. But you know what? This week I felt really, really good. I felt energized. I felt alive. And that's all I could have asked for. So
I love that.
Yeah.
And you weren't too hungover from your birthday celebrations?
No, it was pretty tame. I've been trying to tread lightly. I learned I just have to say no to shots and not be convinced by people named Bree to do it.
Yes, it's hard.
Oh, and happy birthday to Bree.
Yes, happy birthday, Bree.
Capricorns.
I know. You're like a birthday weekend buddies.
Yeah. I have so many people that were born. Justin's two cousins that were actually from the same family.
Oh, that's
Jill
fun.
and Kelsey's. They are on the 29th. The girl I went to college with, hers on the 29th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of 29th birthdays.
That's awesome. I mean, it's a hard time of year, or is it a good time of year? Because you get a reset and a new year, a new age, all the things. It's go time, baby.
I was talking to this girl at the gym, and she's like, oh, your birthday is the 29th of December? I was like, yeah. She goes, oh, she's like, my daughter's is the day after Christmas, and then she has two other ones in December. I said, so are you and your husband on a schedule?
Yeah.
She laughed. She goes, no, I don't know. It just happened that way. She's like, but I feel so bad for December birthdays. I'm like, yeah, eventually you just kind of like get over it, right? Or just it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard. I love when people will do like, okay, this is what I'm getting for their birthday. And then this is what I do for Christmas. And I'm like, it's kind of all the same. But like, sure, I guess people do like want the birthday wrapping and the birthday card with a gift and then do it the Christmas. Like, I don't know.
My mother-in-law is really good. So she'll
Splitting
send
it.
So our Christmas gift is usually like for me and Jay. It's a bunch of like household stuff. And then she'll send me a separate gift for my birthday.
That's so sweet.
So I'm also very honest because usually it'll come weeks or something before and I won't open it till my birthday.
Yes.
Because she's in Florida. So
that's good. That's good that you can hold out. Some people can't even hold out. Just how many people had Christmas gifts that they didn't even wait for Christmas to give? Because at this point, they just get so excited. And they're like, okay, I just have to tell you. I've had a friend do that to me. My sister used to do that to me. And it's cute, though. It's like, oh, you can't wait. You're that excited.
That's why I like gift giving, especially if you find the right gift. You don't want to wait because it is better to give than receive, to me at least.
Yes. Well, that's a really good high. I'm happy my high. I have a few highs, but one is just the fact that I get to see you every single week.
Cha-ching. Thank you.
I love it. I feel like we're both really putting in some work, trying to make sure that not just ourselves, but each other, the people that we love and care about, just kind of do things every day that better our lives. And I didn't think this was going to be like a health and wellness podcast, but we certainly, obviously that's one of our interests, apparently.
For sure.
I love that for us. And I think that the people listening and the feedback that we've been getting and different ideas of just how to take care of yourself has been a pleasant surprise.
It has. And I feel like hopefully people out there are learning from us too, because having someone that you have to check in with regularly, weekly, daily, monthly, whatever, helps with the accountability.
Accountability buddies. Yes.
Yeah, because it is. If you're just doing it on your own and you have no one to say things to you or to hold you accountable, you can lie, I guess. But then again, are you okay with it?
Right. And you can fly under the radar. You can just put it out of your mind. It's easy to do. But when somebody looks at you and says, have you been taking your vitamins lately? How's that been going?
Right.
Have you noticed a change in your skin since you started to use X, Y, and Z? Have you noticed your energy levels are different when you do this coffee versus this or this milk brand? Or
Right.
We've really talked all over the board.
Yeah.
So if you were not listening, you have plenty of episodes. We lost count.
Yeah.
What
I
episode
think
we're
we're
on?
on 16 or 17.
Wow, almost 20.
When you're not hearing from us, you're missing us.
Yeah, go back and re-listen, because if your memory is anything like my memory,
Yeah.
you probably forget what we talk about in the episodes.
Yeah. And please let us know, what was your favorite episode or what was your favorite topic, because we're trying to build and figure out how to navigate through 2025, keeping season 1 going and some surprises for season 2. So,
Supplies.
yeah.
Have you heard that joke?
No. You sounded like, what is it, like Stewart or something from
Family Guy?
No, like Mad TV or something.
It's supposed to be a German accent.
Oh, good luck.
I would tell the joke, but I forget it.
All right, we'll brush up on it for next time.
I just know the punchline. That's about it.
Surprise. That's its punchline.
Well, now I need to. Okay, so there's a ship out at sea, and they're like, it's a German ship, and they're going down, and they're radioing for help, and all that they need is supplies to get through it. And they're really struggling. And then, the guy at the end on the other side is just like, supplies. Like, he thought that they wanted a surprise. Oh. So he showed up with nothing. I told it wrong, but you still laughed. So
I did,
thank
yeah.
you. Supplies. I don't know. Anyways, back to the podcast. Almost New Year, same Patty with her going off on tangents.
And it wouldn't be our podcast, and she wouldn't be Patty without it. So we're not changing.
We're going to change in all good ways, but we're going to still be a little funny.
Yeah.
And a little cuckoo, because we tried to change that and we can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's instilled in us. I'm 43. I'm not changing anymore. Did you say your high?
My high was that we get to do this podcast, but also we went to see a light show. So even after Christmas, there's still light shows going on. Larson Family Lights. There was not a long line. It was so easy. We literally drove in at 6 p.m. on a Sunday night. It was so fun. And it's in Pingree Grove at Go-Bert's.
Oh.
Yeah, and then there's like a duo. You can either do the drive-through at Go-Bert's, 2 separate tickets. So buy one, buy both, whatever you want to see. We did both, because we were like, if we're driving 20, 30 minutes, we're going to do both. Both were so good. So good. And you can follow them on Facebook, because at every half hour, either Santa comes from the North Pole, or the Grinch, or the Elf. It was so cool. Elsa, I think, showed up for one. So look on their Facebook page.
I drove past it and I was like, this looks amazing. Just from far away, it looked amazing. So I can't even imagine what it was like going through it.
It was so good. It was really good. And the music is good too. And I videoed. I'll have to show you my videos. I was like, am I at a club? Because it was really good music. I was like, playlist approved. Love it.
Oh, good. So not just like cheesy, generic Christmas songs?
No. And then also they did a whole song about Jesus. And I think it was To Faded by like Tiesto. That's the song they were playing, but they showed a bunch of things basically talking about the world today and how we need more Jesus and how everyone needs to be kinder and remember the reason for the season and all that stuff. So...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was very proud, too, because, politics.
Politics?
Politics and religion are like the big no-nos, right? You're not supposed to talk about it, but maybe that's where we kind of went off the rail, is like not talking about religion and not talking about beliefs and God, and just that there is something bigger than us.
Well, I think if we can get back to that, like understanding, like, you have an opinion and it's okay.
It's okay.
And I don't have to agree with you, right?
I love that. Absolutely.
And also I love dealing with people and talking with people that have difference of opinions than I do, because I learned something from them. It might be like, holy crap, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. If you surround yourself with just like-minded people who only agree with your views, what are you learning?
It's very boring.
Well, that is just so huge, because we are such a society today that like we get so upset by little things, right? So maybe because we've kept ourselves in a bubble, and it's like we're trying so hard to just keep ourselves in a bubble where, if you have a difference of opinion or you do something different than me, I don't want to be near you because I can't handle it. And it's like, maybe you need more of that. Maybe you need to be exposed to different views and stuff more, because that's only going to make us all understand each other better, communicate better, be there for one another better, and overall live better.
Well, we can't control life, right? So we
Mhm.
need to learn how to handle things and handle the unexpected. Can you imagine if you went through life never having something thrown at you that you weren't expecting? You would not be a good person to deal with anything. Trauma, surprises,
Mhm.
major issues. I don't know.
Right.
I feel like my life is always one turn and one twist and another tornado and another bomb.
Yeah, so now you're like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
Bombs are just going off left and right. You're like, I'm used to this. Well, and I
Exactly.
think that that is funny because then sometimes when you do then experience peace and calmness, I find that in relationships, whether it's dating relationships or just friendships, once it's right and it's easy, and if you're not used to just having it be right and easy, you kind of do that self-sabotage thing where it's like, well, this isn't working for me because this is too healthy of an environment, and then you kind of get caught up in, okay, how do I become okay with the fact that for once I don't have to have my flight or fight responses like readily
Oh,
available.
right.
I
Exactly.
can exist and I can be calm and all of that. So, lots to think about. And we are only like a couple minutes. Usually it takes at least 25 minutes of babbling till we say anything
Well,
that's
it's almost the new year, so I think our brains are like processing like all the things and just figuring out like what we're going to leave in 2024, what we're going to bring with us in 2025.
Mhm.
Resolutions, are great, gimmicky, but I feel like you always need to bring something with you to work on.
Mhm.
So have you thought about that?
Yes. Yes. I did not do a resolution last year. My resolution was just to get through the year. So for 2024, I try to do a thing. I'm sure you've heard of it, where you pick a word of the year. So last year was a very interesting time of my life, and I knew going into it that it was going to be a rough year. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I just knew it was going to be more of the same kind of chaotic and unpredictability, and definitely took some turns last year that I wasn't expecting and all of that. But my year, or my word of the year, was clarity. I just wanted clarity, and I ended the year without clarity, and that's okay because the try was there. Like I really wanted to see, I really wanted to understand the people around me, what was happening. And sometimes you're not going to get the answers. And I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason.
But do you really think that you didn't get any clarity? Maybe you didn't get the clarity that you actually want or you were seeking, but do you feel like you found some clarity at least?
I mean, in ways I didn't, yeah, in ways I didn't
Maybe it
want,
wasn't the
yeah,
clarity you didn't want to see because
yeah.
we see things. Sometimes we don't see things we don't want to see. And sometimes we're a better version of ourselves if we're seeing things that we didn't want to see.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's still going to be, I mean, of course, I realized a lot in the past year. I lost my dad, went through some really, I want to say traumatic, but I don't know if I would say traumatic, but just like moments. If I could erase a lot, I would. But I do think that I'm still searching for clarity. So going into 2025, thinking of resolutions, I want to make one. And I'm not going to do a word because I'm still going to stick
Oh,
with,
it's funny because I wrote a word down.
did
Yeah,
you?
not even knowing that was what you were saying for 2024.
So I am in my suitcase still carrying into the next year clarity. I
Okay, good.
still am on my search for it, and I'm not going to give up, staying open to that. And I think that is something that a lot of people, if they short term it and hey, if this doesn't work for me now, I'm going to give up on it. And it's like, no, I didn't get what I wanted, but I still think I'm on the right path. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to still try. But on top of that, I wanted to do something new. And I'm sure you've heard Mel Robbins with her let them theory.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard it and I heard it and I heard it. And it never really sat well with me because it's not easy to let people treat other people like crap. And whether it's me or my loved one or even just a stranger, right? I don't like when people just walk around and let their pain affect other people. I don't like it. But I understand where she's coming from when she says to get inner peace, you need to just let them. Because when it's not your job, you just need to have that back seat. And we've said so many times, we've lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink, and all this stuff where we understand that we are not the things that we are in control of and the things that we're not in control of. So moving into this year, I want clarity. I want to just be able to let them without it affecting my inner peace, with me being able to know that I've done my best. And I'm not going to give up on people, but I'm also just going to hopefully take more of a back seat to, if you want to mess everything up, you go right ahead. I have tried, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
I think this is great because I feel like 2025 is going to be very, very positive because I just pre-ordered Mel Robbins' new book and I just received one of her other ones, like 5 Habits or something.
nice.
I haven't obviously dove deep in the one that just came, but I did pre-order the other one. So hopefully 2025 I'll do better with my reading challenge I did in 2024. Speaking, that probably could be my low because I set a goal to read 30 books this year.
I'm shocked you haven't.
I read a complete 16, I think, and I'm on 7. So I probably had 17 books out of my 30.
You were very close. What made you come up with the number 30?
Because the year before I did 24, I think was my goal. I figured 2 a month. And then I think I exceeded it in 2023. I think I read almost 30 or maybe 28. So I was like, oh, I can up it a little bit. So lo and behold, I did not.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, think of all the events that you've done or the hobbies, podcasting. Like, this is very time consuming. If we like really sat down, I mean, you could have read a book a week with the time that we put into recording our podcasts. You know what I mean?
Good. Well, thank you for making me feel less guilty.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I love reading and I think that's great. But doing new things, going outside of your element, doing social things, helping the world become a better place, one episode at a time.
Exactly.
I mean, that's like something like really big to be proud of, right?
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to have a reasonable expectation for 2025 with my book reading. Maybe just, do 26 books.
Yeah, I think you could do it.
I could do 10 more than this year.
Let's do it for sure. Because I've gotten really into reading books. I got a Kindle. Oh, remember when we were talking 2 episodes ago about what my favorite gift was?
Yeah. Oh,
my Kindle. Shoot. When I'm put on the spot, I never think
it's hard.
of it.
You got to digest it.
I
So
know.
if everyone's making their Christmas list for next year and you don't have a Kindle and you like to read, add it to your list.
Or you're doing those like favorite things parties. So my December was so busy that I did not have time to plan the favorite things party that I wanted to. So I think what I'm going to do is closer to February, March, springtime. You don't need to do favorite things or spoil yourself or treat yourself only around Christmas time.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yes.
Make it a spring thing because then it's more fun and people can
Yeah.
be not freezing to death.
Right. And then you can just go and do a little gift exchange. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't you treat yourself?
I love it.
A just because favorite things party.
Yeah.
So a gift card to, what is it, Kindle or Amazon, that'd be great. Put it toward their Kindle because that is my favorite thing right now.
Yeah. See, I can't get there. I love my real books. I love the feeling in my hand. I love it. I love turning the page.
But do you read at night?
Yeah, I have a book light. My husband bought it for me as a gift. At least they're not like glasses with the light on the side.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what? You do what you got to do. I shouldn't be. And you know what? Maybe I should stop making fun of people so much in the next year.
I probably deserve a lot of making fun of from you. So bring it on, girl. Bring it on.
Remember that one time
at band camp?
No, well, yes, but I want you to know what I'm thinking of. What time you made fun of me so bad that I'm thinking of right now?
In Savannah?
What'd you make fun of me for in Savannah?
The stupid sweatshirt you wanted to buy?
Jake's going to be mad at you because we already talked about that on the podcast. No, I picked out an ugly colored sweater and she was like, do not get that. That's so ugly. And I was like, whoa, you're rude. No, not that time. This is going back a bit.
Oh.
The time that you made fun of me the most.
It's
funny that I thought this was so meaningful between us.
It would probably be like, oh shit moment. But maybe because
we were on a boat. It was about something on me
Oh my God, I have no fucking clue.
See, people, your words matter. So when you make fun of your friends, they're going to remember it forever.
And the person saying it will have no clue.
No, you're going to remember it the second I say it. My flip-flops being a certain color.
Oh my God, I still can't. What? Oh, the gold.
The gold. Okay, I showed up. I had bought my new Old Navy. What were they? $3
Yeah.
flip-flops. And they're the kind that you buy and then you wear on a boat because if they fly off the boat, you don't care. But they were gold. And this is going to, I want to say year 2008, 2007.
That was on my I hate gold kick.
And I mean, rightly so, because back then gold wasn't in. It really grew on us as like a society. Okay. So now gold is like welcome.
Very trendy. I wear gold all the time now.
Yeah, gold is welcomed. Absolutely. But back then it maybe wasn't. And these were like a bright metallic gold. And she's like, did you spray paint your flip-flops? But it also is one of my favorites because it was so funny. I think even my nails were gold.
I was going to say either your nails were gold or you had the
No,
flip ups and Michelle had gold nail. And then I was going to town on all the
Michelle
gold.
had gold nails. See, solidarity. Thank you, Michelle. We both got made fun of. So solidarity in that too. But also like, yeah, it's funny to make fun of people. Like just go with it. I didn't cry about it at night because I'm like secure in my choices of flip-flop colors.
But I always say, if you are my friend and I don't make fun of you, you need to be worried because our friendship is not really real.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, you know.
Yeah.
She's holding a lot back. She's like a ticking time bomb. Run if that's the case because it's coming.
That was funny because Terry tagged me in a post and it said like, if you can't get your shit together, like if that's on you, you can take that into 2024 or something, like something along those lines. Like, don't be mad at me because I make fun of you because you can't get it together. And I was like, oh my God, you know,
made for you.
So
if you need somebody to call you out on your BS and you're like, hey, I just need a reality check this year, I got your girl. Okay.
I'll be your accountability buddy. You tell me you're going to go to the gym, I'll make sure you go to the gym.
We all need somebody checking in on us, and you're so good at it.
Yeah, I'll do it. And that's what Jen with Jen. She's like, oh, I need to go back. I need to work out. And she finally signed up for Pilates. I mean, she's only made it there, I think, once or twice, but at least she's signed up.
Yeah, because my membership's free where I work, so I don't feel bad spending the insane buco bucks on the boutiques everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Going to try new things.
And sometimes, oh no, I don't think so.
Sometimes like a free first class?
Yeah, or maybe since you're an instructor, they'll give you like a free week or something.
That's interesting.
You could probably wheel and deal or something.
Yeah, I don't mind it because, like I said, my gym's free, so it all works out. Maybe I'll go try Pilates.
Good luck to all the people out there in the next couple weeks that try to go to the gym, that has been going to the gym, that is dealing with all the first timers. And God bless all the first timers. I hope you stick with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do love this time of year. The holidays, people are home. They're dragging their friends to their gym or family. And then, of course, the resolutions set in, and new year, new mindset, all that good stuff. If you are a regular gym goer, just like a PSA, be nice. Say hello.
They're trying.
Hold the door open. If someone's doing something wrong, don't talk to them. Because there's nothing worse than I guess you just have to know your audience.
Or
because
just be polite about it.
Yeah, like I hate the people in the gym.
I noticed. Can I help you? Can I give you some free advice?
I know, but I do hate the people that come up and are like, try to talk to you. You know what? Listen, if you're new to the gym, wear headphones. Because that'll make sure that nobody's talking to you, and just go in and do your thing.
Does anyone go to the gym anymore without headphones?
Yeah. Well, I mean, could you imagine an annoying person, like a veteran at the gym, seeing somebody doing something like wrong or, wanting to correct something? We all have Google. We all have YouTube that has all the fitness stuff. So if you don't want to pay for a personal trainer, which you should, but if you don't want to, if you're just getting into it, like there's resources out there. So then if you see somebody doing something wrong and you want to say something, I guess like say it, help people, help the world, but also don't be annoying about it. Because I hate it.
Yeah, don't act better than everyone just because you go to the gym every day and you live there.
Seriously, yeah. I also I go to the gym every day and I'm there all the time, but I feel like
you're just also really nice.
Am I? Thank you so much.
You would never call someone out on it, but I feel like there's people in a gym that would.
Yeah, I know. I hate it.
I don't know if going to the gym has ever been my resolution, maybe because I've been consistent with my workouts. Being more mindful of what I'm putting in my mouth has been definitely Maybe I wouldn't say a resolution, but something that I was trying to take into it.
Yeah, staying more healthy. I'm not big on diets. I try to do I eat garbage, so I'm the worst to talk about it. But just trying to be more mindful. I watch Mike and his salads every day. I'm like, he makes like sautés the vegetables. I love it.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's good.
So, did you talk about your resolution? You just said you were talking about a luggage and with something in it, and you were carrying it with you, and then I think we sidetracked somewhere.
So I'm going to continue to look for clarity in my life. I'm going to continue trying to make things work, relationships, friendships, and then I'm going to let them
that's right.
up.
Okay, Mel Robbins, let them. Gotcha. Okay, got it.
I'm like, I know this isn't a me problem. I know that I was clear on my
No. It's a Danielle problem. It's a Danielle problem.
What else do we have?
I was not going to put a lot of pressure on myself, but I feel like I go through phases being very consistent. And I think I can do better at being consistent. So my word of the year is consistency.
Oh, so you changed it. You added it. So you didn't want it to just be consistent. You want consistency.
Yeah.
Love it. That's a long word.
It sounds nice. Put it on a t-shirt. Yeah, I think because it could mean so many things in so many ways. Consistent with your relationships, consistent with your health, consistent with your work habits, consistent with your sleep habits. And so I think a lot of it can just turn into healthier habits.
Well, I think that's really great. I was listening to a podcast, not ours, but another one, and they were basically shouting out their guest for being consistent with their podcast. And I thought, wow, it's never been an issue with us. Like, it's always been easy. Every Wednesday, you'll text me the night before sometimes, hey, we still on for tomorrow. It's just, I woke up today and you didn't text me last night. And I was like,
I was afraid because of the previous week. Remember, you were like, oh, I was just not feeling it. And I was like, you know what? Just in case the feeling's lingering, I'm not going to give her an out. I'm just going to show up. I'm just going to show up.
I know, I love it. So consistent. It was like whether I liked it or not at the right hour, that's when you would show up every week. And it's been super consistent. So I would say, just doing more of the same for you, applying it in, all aspects of your life because you've already been doing it.
And it also comes back to the accountability. I'm accounting on you on the days I don't want to do there or be there or show up or have that bubbly personality that I have. Right. You incentivize me to be that way and vice versa. So yeah, I think we make a good team.
Yeah, you need those people in your life, definitely.
You do. And if you didn't have any of them in 2024, I would say that would be a really good resolution. Find those people. Find those people that are in your corner. Find those people that are going to fight for you. Fight those people that are going to have your back. And find your happiness. Find your people. I feel like life is better with people.
We talked recently, I don't know, Jay would know. I don't know if we talked about it on our podcast or just before and after when we're chit-chatting, that we put so much emphasis, as we should, rightly so, on family and being there and showing up. And family can be really hard to deal with. And then they're family, so you just got to love them and you got to, try to be with them. But then what about the family that you make for yourself? So if you don't have your people, try a new hobby, try a new gym, reach out. A lot of times I make really good connections, even on social media, as funny as this sounds, with people because I wouldn't have talked to them in person as much, but because now we're friends on Instagram or Facebook and I can like or comment or they'll post something funny. If I think it's funny, same thing with real life. Go ahead and tell that person it's funny.
Right.
I'm in a conversation this morning with somebody because I posted something and they wrote back, oh, I loved that, blah, blah, blah. And then I write back, oh, well, have you seen it in person? It can happen organically. Don't be afraid to make connections. Don't be afraid to be that cringe person. Maybe that's your New Year's resolution. We are not afraid to be cringe a lot of the times, but sometimes it does set in. I'm a little self-conscious and I don't like that version of me. Why do I need to be that version where I just take a back seat because I'm scared or not feeling I feel less than?
That's funny because we had our reunion, our 20-year got canceled or not happened because of our COVID or whatever. So we did the mid after COVID was over. And I helped navigate the whole thing through. And one of my friends was just like, oh, I almost didn't come. I was so nervous. I was so nervous to see everybody. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you go and just talk to people? And I was like, the thing I told myself a long time ago, it's like mental. Everything's mental. And if you walk into a room, I mean, 9 times out of 10, everyone in that room was feeling the same way you were feeling, right? Oh my gosh, this is awkward. I'm going to have an awkward conversation. Or, oh my gosh, people are probably judging me. Or, am I going to say the wrong thing? If you just keep reminding you that everyone is feeling the same way you are, it makes you feel more comfortable in that situation, which makes you more open to just walking up to someone and having a conversation. And as soon as you can let people know that you're okay and you're comfortable, then they let their guard down and feel comfortable. And it's like a chain reaction.
Absolutely.
So it's mental. Everything is mental. And we are our worst enemy because we put things in our head and we just assume that it's correct and it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then lo and behold, we maybe ruined a whole day, a whole month, a whole year because we got inside our head.
Right. That's such a good point. I was a little bit more shy when I was younger. And then as I got older, it was all mental. And my mom and I had a few conversations where she would say, kind of build me up. And then she would say, if you're ever not feeling that way, just remind yourself of who you are and just act for a minute. And sometimes, whether it was my siblings or friends, would say, well, you're just like, you wouldn't get it because you don't get nervous in public. And now I'm a fitness instructor, so I have to guide a room of 50 people sometimes. And it's not that I don't get nervous. I get nervous. It's just you get nervous when you care about things sometimes too. I get nervous, but I really put it in my head of, number one, you can do this. You've had plenty of conversations with plenty of strangers. So it is all mental, where if you can just remind yourself that, yes, like you said, everybody else feels this way. You've done this before and probably rocked it, and maybe act a little bit because it'll calm your nerves and you get out of your head so much. And then, just
Psych yourself up, be your own cheerleader.
Absolutely. Right. So it is a little mental game to play, but also act as if it's your job to make everybody in that room feel comfortable. It's not about you. If you realize it's less about you, then you don't get as self-conscious and nervous, right?
Right. And I'm sure we all can think back to our families, our different groups of friends. And there's probably somebody within that group that you always kind of look to for that friendly face that makes you feel comfortable or makes the room feel comfortable. So if you're not feeling it, look for that person and take lead from there. I feel like if you could take that into 2025, just small things. I don't think people need to make big changes.
No, the little things every day, they all add up. And we don't really give enough credit to the little things that we do every day, the little habits, the coffee, what you read, what you scroll in the morning, the songs you listen to, the podcasts that you listen to, everything. It all adds up because it's taking time of your day.
Yeah, it's a domino effect too.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to shitty things, you're probably going to have a shitty day.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And if you're listening to us, then you're probably going to have a great day.
Yeah, I'm going to be laughing all day long.
Yeah, laugh a little bit with us, at us, whatever. We are so grateful for this opportunity and to carry this into 2025. I can't believe it.
So the one question, what in 2024 made you feel the most alive? I know.
I think anytime that I was able to make others feel really comfortable in their own skin, that just were the moments that I feel like I'm doing what my purpose is in those moments.
Oh, you're going to make mine sound so freaking not generic, but just selfish or.
That's okay.
Oh,
no, that's fine because I can't
that was so good.
Well, because I'm thinking, okay, anytime I'm with my kids, I feel so alive when I'm making their day, right? Like the simplest things, when I give them a hot chocolate with an extra marshmallow, that makes me feel like so joyful. But then also I feel like when I'm teaching fitness and I see the expressions on people's face, or the reactions even after class, or the feedback after class, the people that have taken time to tell me what my class or my talk or whatever meant, it's all over the board. And at the end of the day, I think it's just because I made people feel really comfortable being them.
And I made them feel seen.
Yeah.
Being seen is very easy. That's all what people want, is to be seen and heard.
That's really sweet. Yeah.
Mine was travel. You know how did you ever have, it's a weird, you self-reflect at the end of the day and be like, oh my God, I had an amazing day. It was a great day. And it's like a feeling you can't describe, but it's just you're on cloud 9 and it's like everything went well and it was just so amazing. Like that's what the travel does to me. Like it's almost like you live in a fairy tale land for a few days and you just get to be you and like no outside pressure. And it just like an amazing euphoric feeling.
Mhm.
And I feel like the travels that happened in 2024 like really, really made me feel that way and like more centered and connected, not only to myself, but the people that I was like traveling with.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to what travels happen in 2025 to see if I still get that same feeling or if something else is going to electrify me.
Oh, I love that. I forgot that we went to Savannah when you asked me when did I feel alive.
Yeah.
I felt alive on the streets of Savannah. Drunk as a skunk, dancing. Because, you know, there's a...
The
you're-
last few episodes, you've tried new accents.
Well, here's the thing. It comes so natural, okay? I'm not trying.
In German, Spanish, British.
Oh, my God.
That's okay. I just didn't know if you remembered that you were trying some out, so I just wanted to give it to you.
Oh, my gosh, so funny. I don't proclaim to be good at accents. I wish I had a Southern accent.
Maybe you should just download a book on tape that has a Southern accent,
And
listen
pick
to
it
that,
up.
and then pick it up. You
Pick
could
it
probably
up.
pick it up that way.
Don't take me to Texas. You're in trouble.
Oh.
I might try.
Or-
Well, I feel like you do the same thing. Like when we're around people, all of a sudden you like start talking like
I'm definitely not saying I'm innocent
you just haven't done it
at all.
there.
I just haven't done it on here yet. I'm just still learning on perfecting it before I bring it to the stage.
Hey, it's not about perfection, it's about just the try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it also usually comes out a lot after I've had a few drinks.
I love that
It's just
about
more
you.
natural.
I love that about you. My friend Shannon. Ooh, I don't think that she does it when we're in fitness classes, but she does the most amazing impression of a New Yorker or like a New Jersey accent. It is so funny.
Those are good.
It is so good. Anyways, also 2025 is going to be, we're going to start a new season eventually. We're going to do guests. Like,
Yeah.
right? Are we?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We have our list, and we're also working on our first live event in February.
That's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
We just dropped like a huge bomb. In February, we're trying to do a live event, like a live podcast, Q&A, interactive.
Galentine's,
I love that.
everything's better with the bestie kind of event. So keep on our social media to keep posted. We're trying to land the venue right now. So dates are TBD based on what is available. But we would be looking forward to seeing everyone and having like real life interaction with all of our listeners.
Right.
Hopefully there's more than 10 of you.
And I feel like it'll just be just such a fun outing to do and see people face to face. I love going out for dinners and meals when you're at those big tables with your girlfriends and you're like, what happened down there? Well, we have microphones. So
Right,
we'll
yeah.
pass the microphone. You're not going to miss a thing, right?
No,
like we're
exactly.
all going to be there and I'm so excited.
Yeah. So if you haven't figured out your resolutions by mid-February, then hopefully we can empower you by then to work together as in our community, our
Yeah.
socially unsocial community, to do better, be better, or try better, or whatever you need.
Yes. Every day, the little things all add up and we can't wait to just charge forward and continue on.
Thank you guys. I hope you have a very safe and happy New Year's. Don't drink and drive. If you're drinking, stay over, take an Uber, call your mom. I'm sure she wouldn't mind coming to pick you up. Just be safe and happy.
Be safe, be happy, have fun.
Thanks for listening, and we're going to keep being us so you can keep being you. Happy 2024 going into happy 2025, right?
Yes, we did it.
Ooh, last episode of 2024.
Love it. Thanks, guys.
Take care.